Premier, would you stop buying from New York?
So, you know, what we're really hoping is that we won't get to that point. You know, we won't get to the point where we have to look at some of those other options. But so we're going to try to get this exemption. We're going to try to arrange a bilateral agreement. If that doesn't happen, then we'll have the next conversation. But until that point, let's focus on the positive possibilities, which are to have that real understanding of how integrated our economies are.
I mean, that being said, the Premier and Minister Chan and I have made it very clear to our colleagues to the south that our business community will put a considerable amount of pressure on us to ensure that Ontario companies are on the level playing field with companies south of the border, and I think we've indicated to them we're going to be there for them. We're talking about procurement here. So this is an overall trade, it's procurement, and the consequences to Ontario would be Ontario companies that are providing procurement services and material going into infrastructure in the United States would have less access to that procurement. When your Premier talks about standing up for Ontario businesses, one of the things we would need to consider is how will we respond should we not get an exemption. Our hope is that an exemption is something that could happen because it will be in the interests of New York State and New York State businesses who do a considerable amount of procurement in Ontario. Let me give you an example. This Premier is building transit and roads and bridges infrastructure like nobody has in the history of this province. And a company like Alstom in New York has engaged in very important contracts for our transit system builds. We've got $160 billion of investment coming in the next 12 years, and I would expect New York companies are going to want to have access to that as well.